Mpaka anachukua namba ya gari. Shamba.
Today, we reveal to Kenyans a clandestine plot by the outgoing handshake government of Uhuru and Raila to illegally mortgage our ports of Mombasa, Lamu, and Kisumu to a foreign country. In a secret deal, under the guise of an economic cooperation agreement with the United Arab Emirates, and which epitomizes grand corruption, Uhuru has assented to a rip-off that will see a foreign, privately registered entity, Dubai Port World, FZE, take over these key national infrastructural assets. Lest the government plays ignorant, we reiterate that the government of Kenya owes its citizens an explanation as to why the following legal issues were glossed over. 1. Lack of public participation, opaqueness, and secrecy of the takeover. We at Kenya Kwanza are sure that until now, Kenyans did not know that there is an ongoing secret process to have our ports taken over by a company based in UAE. This is proof that this may be an engagement between a few people in government who may be keen to conclude the illegal deal with speed before government changeover in August. B, we remind unethical government operatives that Article 10 of the Constitution spells out the national values and principles for all state officers making decisions. They are obligated to hold public participation consultations. We hold the government guilty of the illegality in engaging a foreign company with no consultations and without any information to the public. A few people cannot sit and, by a stroke of the pen, hand over our national strategic assets to a foreign company. They are in breach of the Constitution for abuse of power and whose improper motive is the possibility of corrupt deals being made by them. In the light of the foregoing, we wish to go on record and call out the President of Kenya on this matter. There's a famous saying, we all know that if it looks like a duck, swims like a duck, and quacks like a duck, then probably it is a duck.
Absolutely.
From the shortcuts we have exposed, the auction of our ports look like corruption. It is swimming like corruption. It is shouting like corruption. And it is certainly corruption. Kenyans are probably staring at the biggest corruption scandal ever. It is a clever machination to fleece Kenyans of billions of shillings before a new government takes over. In fact, the establishment of the Azimio political outfit was principally intended to perpetuate state capture and to privatize national strategic assets using offshore companies whose agents are in the top echelons of Azimio leadership.
Shame.
If government is humbled enough to come clean, the starting point should be to tell Kenyans who owns the contract company and what interests senior state officers have in the company. As patriotic Kenyans, we say no to any plan to defraud our people.